Hey guys, it's Aaron from Aaron's Outdoor, and today I'm going to be fishing a river that actually gets really big, but I'm really far upstream in this river, so it's kind of more of like a creek. And this is a spot I found a couple months ago, and I've really been wanting to try it out. I think there may be some trout in here, but today I'm really going for some bass. I think there's probably spotted bass in here, and I think there's actually red-eye cusa bass in here too. So the red-eye cusa bass are probably going to be harder to find than the spotted bass, but I don't know, we'll see. And I'm sure there's largemouth in here too. I mean, largemouth are everywhere. But basically a week and a half ago we had some really bad flooding. I mean, kind of like crazy flooding, super high. And the conditions have not totally gotten to normal yet. The water's definitely pretty clear, and it's just a little bit higher than usual, it looks like. So that's not too bad. I think we definitely still should be able to catch some fish. So I'm starting off with a little yum craw poppy, which is one of my all-time favorite lures for bass fishing in creeks and rivers, and I only have like 2 left, so we might have to switch lures, or we probably will. So, and if this spot doesn't work out, I think I might just go to a smaller creek that hopefully won't be as high. So either way, I think we definitely should be catching some fish today, so make sure to stay tuned. Alright, so here's where we're fishing today. It's basically kind of just basically looks like a creek, but it does turn into a really big river, and it is flowing kind of fast. I mean, the water's definitely not that murky, like it's still very fishable. It's just a little bit higher than usual. Oh my gosh, there's a picnic table in the water right there. I mean, the flooding was crazy. Well, I only fished this first spot for about 30 minutes. The water was flowing a little faster than I expected. And then the conditions just definitely weren't that great just because the water was a little bit high. So now I'm going to move to a smaller creek where the water shouldn't be quite as high, and I think we should definitely be able to catch fish there. Oh, I might be getting little hits. I have not had much luck at all today. I'm at the second creek. Well, I guess it's the first creek, kind of the second spot, and I may be getting some little hits. I don't know, I have a bass lure on, like I was pretty much just going for bass, but I may have to get my other rod and go for panfish or something. I guess the hook set it straight into a log. I thought I had a fish. Oh, I have a fish. There we go. Dude, it's not a bad fish. It's a good bass. You're kidding me. Oh, wow. And there's another one chasing it. Dude, no way. All right, y'all. It took a while. I better be filming. Yes, I'm filming. Awesome. There's another bass following this guy. So I started off at this creek with the yum craw poppy. Wasn't having any luck, so I just decided to switch to a smaller lure. My car is kind of a good ways up, so I only had 1 rod, and this rod's definitely not ideal for throwing this little 2-inch swim bait, but it's what I got until I go back to my car. I'm just going to be using it. So the 2-inch Keitech got us our first fish. Nice little chunky creek bass, and there's one following him. There's more down there. Earlier I got my jig head stuck, and it's a good at least 4 feet down there, so it's a good little deep hole. All right, we'll give this first little spotted bass of the day an underwater release, and wow, yeah, he was quick to get back under there. Got one. There we go. There's a fish. I've caught a cusa bass right here before. It'd be really cool if it's a cusa bass. It might be. Yes, dude, good cusa bass. Okay, I gotta measure this one for the Georgia Black Bass Slam. Nice. There we go. So cusa bass, oh wow, its jaw is kind of narrow. It's kind of weird, but I've caught 1 cusa bass ever in this creek before, and it was right over there. So is it the same fish? I guess it's possible, but I kind of doubt it. I'm sure there's more than 1 cusa bass in this creek, but that's awesome. So yeah, this creek has at least 3 different black bass species, being largemouth, spotted bass, and cusa bass. And today we've caught 1 spot and 1 cusa bass, so that's pretty cool. All right, well, I'm reviving this cusa bass here. He was out of the water a little longer than I would normally have him out of the water just because I got a picture of him for the Georgia Black Bass Slam. So now I have 1 fish documented, 1 out of 5, or 1 out of the 10 species, which I only need 5 to get the certificate like I mentioned earlier. So this is good, and this is one of the harder species. It's, I don't know, probably about the middle difficulty of all the species to catch in Georgia. Okay, buddy. Is he good? Yeah. He's not swimming off quite just yet, but he's sitting there. Definitely not acting dead. Okay, there he goes. He's getting a feel for things. Probably a little discombobulated being out of the water. Let's see. Oh yeah, there he goes. There he goes. Got something. There we go. I think it's a red breast. Or no, it's a bass. It's a bass. Is it a cusa? Oh, it's a trout. It's a trout. No way. Okay, they actually stocked this place. They stocked this place with trout a couple weeks ago, supposedly. So I got a trout. I didn't even bring my net. I have to be careful with this guy. All right, I'm gonna just kind of keep him in the water right there. I'm getting a nice variety of fish today. I always love a good variety of fish, especially when they're not just like sunfish. All right, well, not a bad little stocked trout. He is kind of bleeding there. He should be fine. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. He's swimming. He's right at my feet. He's getting used to it again. Yeah, he'll do fine. He just gotta get back together like that last cusa bass I caught. Ooh, yeah, that was a good cast. I was like, dude, if I don't get a fish on that cast, ooh, it's a trout. Man, it's another trout, dude. Oh, should have brought my net. This one's feisty. This might turn into a trout fishing video. He might get off. I don't have my net. I'm just gonna have to flip him on the bank like the last one. It is a trout. It's awesome. Whoa. Okay, come here, fish. Don't flop around too much. He is so fat. Now, I don't know what he's eating in here, but dude, his belly is huge. I mean, he's freshly stocked. I mean, these things were stocked like 2 weeks ago. And it's not a bad trout. I mean, that might be 14 inches. I don't know. I'm gonna try to get an underwater release on this trout right here. Hope the water's not too murky for me moving around. Let's see. There he goes. Is that a fish? That is a fish. My second cast here. Well, I just switched spots, y'all. Ooh, feisty bluegill. Man, look at that. Well, I moved to this spillway because I already caught a bunch of, I already fished a long portion of that creek. And my second cast, I got a bluegill out of here. So, we will see if we can catch some more. I'm gonna get a little picture of this guy. I mean, this is a solid bluegill. Well, this is a good sign. The water is a little muddy today, so I was worried I might not catch anything, but literally second cast, I got a fish. Another one. Okay. This guy must have gotten it on the fall, because I just waited a few seconds to let it get a little deeper. Let's see what it is. Ooh, it's a bass, I think. Yeah, a little bass. Or no, perch. All right. Dude, awesome. We have caught, what, like 6 fish now in 5 different species. It's a yellow perch. This spillway can definitely be pretty hit or miss sometimes, and so far it seems pretty good though, so that's definitely a good sign. 2 fish in like 5 minutes. Oh my gosh, is that another one? They're just hitting it on the fall. Felt like I was stuck for a second, but there's a fish on there. Ooh, is this a bass? Crappie, dude. This is insane. I mean, every fish we pull out is a new species. This is crazy. I don't know what type of crappie, like I don't know the difference in black and white crappie. Well man, this is turning into a good day. I'm definitely happy to catch a crappie. I've caught a few out of here before, and they're definitely not a fish I catch very often, so I will definitely take a little crappie. And by the way, this is the lure I'm using, a 2-inch Keitech Easy Shiner. I love these things. They're amazing creek fishing lures, and I highly recommend them. And the jig head I like to use with them is a 1/32 ounce crappie magnet jig head. They're not the highest quality, but they're cheap, which is nice, and they still work really well. There we go, there's a fish. Please be a largemouth. Oh, it was a perch. There's one. I gotta land this one. I just missed a couple fish. It's probably a perch. Yeah, it's fighting like a perch, and it's a little perch. I will take it. I'd still really like to catch a largemouth to get our species count up another fish. Oh, he came out, and there he goes. There's one. All right. We have a pretty good bite here. What is this? Oh, crappie. Let's go. Another crappie. Looks very similar to the last one. I mean, these are definitely really pale. They look a lot more white than black. So I don't know if that means they're white crappie or what, but I will take it. This actually looks like it could be the same fish, but I highly doubt it. Well, this is a great way to end the day here. I'm really glad I decided to come this spillway. Is that a fish? Yeah, that's a fish. It's probably a crappie or a perch. I want to catch a bass, but we'll see. Crappie. Man, yeah, okay. I've only ever caught 2 crappie out of here before, I think. And it was the same day. It was kind of like right before dark, just like today, so. There's must be a school of little crappie out there. Oh, hey, there he goes. There's a fish. There we go. Ooh. Oh, I thought that was gonna be a largemouth. It's a bluegill. Just another bluegill out of the big spillway. So this spillway is really, really shallow, and like there's a little wall where it gets deeper over there. But in general, it's really hard to fish, and the fish are definitely like a lot more spread out. But the best time to fish it is when this water's coming through, because it's actually kind of like at least a couple feet deep on the shallow part. Like sometimes the shallow part is like a couple inches. So I will take him. That's our second bluegill of the day. Well, I'm finally calling it a day. I started fishing at 3 o'clock today. It is now 8:20, so it's 5 hours and 20 minutes, but that's not straight continuous fishing. I went to like 3 different places. I did a ton of walking, probably walked over like 2 miles, and I also took like a couple snack breaks. So either way, I was still out on the water for a while, and it wasn't amazing. I mean, it started off really slow. Didn't catch anything on the first spot. In the first at least hour and a half, maybe 2 hours at that second spot, I only caught 2 bass. And then I ended up catching a couple trout. Then I came here for like less than an hour and caught like 7 fish. So it overall was a good day. I mean, I caught 6 species. I was not expecting to catch trout on the little Keitechs, but I caught them on the Keitechs. And I mean, 2-inch Keitech swim baits, those 2-inch easy shiners. I already said this, but I highly recommend them. I mean, they will catch anything. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm probably going to be fishing again tomorrow, hopefully making another video and catching some more fish. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. But I'll catch you all on that next video. Thanks for watching.